Hey guys, it's a late one today, but it's been a kind of a busy day. I'm in the middle of moving right now and still working the full-time job and being a parent and doing all that other crazy crap. So, filming when I can, and in this case, it's almost 7 p.m. on Tuesday evening, October the 3rd, I believe it is. So, thanks for joining me. Thanks for your patience while it took me a while to get this one up today. Like I said, it has been a little nuts. The world is recovering from yesterday's mass shooting in Las Vegas. Things are a little crazy. That number of casualties has steadily increased. Last I heard it was up to 57 that have passed away and 400 and some injured. Tom Petty passed away yesterday too. It's just kind of a somber day all around. Not a great one on that end. In terms of what I'm trying to do at this point, continuing on with what I was doing, trying to exercise, trying to create a much better morning routine, which continues. It's been a little difficult the last couple days because I'm exhausted from the move and the weekend. But what I have mixed in the last couple days, really only the end of yesterday into today, is working a little bit on trying to get my financial life in better order. Obviously, I've mentioned already that I just bought a house, and the last couple days, get the wheel back out of the way. Last couple days, I have been trying to make sure that my Mint account is where it needs to be. And I kind of wanted to talk about Mint a little bit today. Great tool. A lot of you have heard of it. Maybe some of you haven't. But I don't know if you're using it or not. But it was recommended to me that it's a great way to keep a better idea as to where your money's going. Basically, it's a free app. It's owned by Intuit, who's the group that does QuickBooks and TurboTax and quite a few other financial tools. And Mint, like I said, free tool. Put it on your smartphone. You can bring up a browser version of it too. And you connect your free account to your banks, your credit cards, car loans, what have you. And what it'll do is it'll pull all that information together in one place. It will keep track of all the money that's coming in, money that's coming out, and it will auto sort those transactions into different categories, which in and of itself is a fantastic tool, and it's a great way to really get started with budgeting. And speaking of budgeting, it also allows you to create budgets. I mean, you can say, okay, I'm going to make $4,000 this month, $6,000 this month, $8,000 this month. Of that, I know that $1,200 is going to be my mortgage for this month. I know that my car payment's always $440. I know that my grocery bill, I don't want it to be any more than $200 a month. Wow, wouldn't that be nice? $200 a week. And you can pop all these budgets into Mint. It'll keep track of them, and as you start getting towards those numbers, it'll tell you when you've reached your budget. It'll tell you when you're close to those budgets, and it'll tell you when you've gone over those budgets. So, I mean, you could, at the end of the month, if you wanted to, at the end of the month, you can bring up your Mint account, look where all your money went, and again, let's use that $1,200 monthly number for your mortgage. If something happens and suddenly you spend $1,300 for that month, it's going to send off a red flag saying, hey, you spent an extra $100 on your mortgage this month. What's up with that? So it's a great way to keep an eye on your budgets, to set certain limits for yourself, and to keep track of everything. What I've been doing, as per recommendation, is tagging a lot of things with extra tags. For instance, money that would be going towards my health stuff, my gym membership, supplements, anything like that. I've got a custom tag that I pop on all of those things. So those things are going to automatically be tagged with health and beauty as they're categorized by Mint, but I'm also going to tag mine as Ryan's health items, and then my wife will have her health items tagged with a custom tag. which makes it really good for going back at the end of the month and seeing exactly, okay, I spent $700 on food this month in my groceries, but then you could break it down better and go, okay, of that $500 was at a grocery store, $200 was eating out, of the $200, $100 was fast food, $20 was coffee shops, and you can see specifically, okay, I'm the one that spent this money, my wife's the one that spent that money, this was money my kids may have spent for this and that. It's just a really good way to see really where your money's going, and it's eye-opening, because it's been my experience and the experience of most of those I've talked to that you don't really have as much of a clear idea as to your spending habits as you may think you do. Most people think they're pretty good at knowing where their money is going, or at least having a pretty broad idea. But when you start tracking it like this, and it's automatically tracked, so you don't have to get into it every day, you start going, oh wait, yeah, I did spend $6 on coffee that day. Oh, I didn't realize I did buy a newspaper and a bottle of water at the airport. And you know, those little things that don't seem like much, but suddenly at the end of the month you've got $85 worth of coffee. That's an eye opener, and it helps you realize, you know, I gotta be better about this. I gotta do a better job. So I've used Mint before, but I'm really cracking down and being a lot more specific and a lot more intentional about how I use it. And that's kind of what I wanted to go over today. Are you using Mint? Are you using another platform like Mint? Any suggestions that you've got for how you are keeping track of everything? Go down below. There's a comment box, obviously. I'd love to hear what you're doing, and maybe we can compare some notes. In the meantime, I guess I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, with some comments from you guys below as to what you're using. Maybe I could share some of those things. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.